What if the most worrying thing for your child is not when your child is falling apart, but is when your child is at school and behaving very normally? So, I'm going to go ahead and give you the understanding in this video about masking and what is masking and how it is really impacting and affecting your neurodivergent child. I'm going to go ahead and give you a step-by-step understanding about it. Hi, my name is Sandeep Mukhergee. I am a spiritual healer and life coach. I work with specifically neurodivergent kids' parents, and I help the parents to heal themselves so that they are able to also heal their child faster and better. Let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you so that you exactly know the understanding what I have to go ahead and share with you. So the name of the topic is the hidden cost of pretending to be normal in class. This is specifically for your neurodivergent children who are pretending to be normal, but then when they are coming home, they are showing a very different behavior. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the understanding why they are doing what they are doing. A deep dive into masking, nervous system exhaustion, and what neurodivergent children are silently carrying every single day. The performance nobody sees. Your child may be performing the most exhausting role of their entire life every single day, and nobody sees it. What teachers see is they are doing great, quite mature, responsible, well behaved, fine. What happens when your child comes at home? The backpack gets thrown across the room, a tiny question triggers or rage, complete emotional shutdown, disappearing silently for hours. Why does my child completely fall apart after school is a question that you keep asking yourself. And the answer is the child who seems fine at school may actually be emotionally exhausted from pretending to be someone they are not all day long. Many neurodivergent children experts at one thing, masking, pretending to be normal in order to survive socially. And this hidden cost affects their performance and can be also devastating for them. Burnout, emotional shutdown, nervous system overload, identity confusion, and deep emotional exhaustion. All of it actually causes the masking for your child. Stay till the end to understand how can we go ahead and work upon this. How can you help your child so that your child is accepted, behaves better, and you don't see those absurd, abrupt behaviors patterns on a daily basis. So let's move forward. What we are going to cover today in this video is 1. What masking actually is. 2. What your child experiences at school. 3. Why masking overwhelms the nervous system. 4. How parents can create safety for their children and also for themselves. So who is this for? If you are an autistic child parent, if you are a parent with the children of ADHD, highly sensitive children, neurodivergent children with autism issues, then this is specifically for you. Section 1. The performance no one sees. Masking is not simply acting different. It is a constant performance pressure, a moment by moment calculation. What is the normal thing to do here? For many neurodivergent children, school feels like acting in a play without ever receiving the script. The body wants to rock, move, stim, or fidget to regulate because that's what they do when they are at home. But at school, they are not able to do that. They want to express emotions naturally, move freely through spaces, respond authentically to sensory input. But they have learned that makes me look different. So they force themselves to sit perfectly still, even though every muscle feel that tension. The social calculation. During every interaction, a child may be mentally rehearsing facial expressions and eye contact, tone of voice and timing, when to smile, when to laugh, what to say and how to speak, whether they are acting normal enough, all while trying to learn, focus, process sensory input and avoid rejection. Some children become master of imitation, copying slang, gestures, humors, interest, social behaviors, not because they are late or they are fake, but because they are trying desperately to belong. Many of the children masking the hardest are intelligent, compliant, people pleasing, quiet, high achieving, or emotionally internalized, which means adults often miss the suffering completely because masking is designed to be invisible. Now, when you're looking at all the points that I have mentioned here, please write in the chat box, in the comment box below, which of the points you think your child is actually trying to suppress or trying to go through or trying to go ahead and adapt while they are going through their masking challenges, while they are going through their challenges. What do you think is actually happening for your child, right? The section 2, the Coke bottle effect. Why do these children often collapse emotionally when they go home? Or why do these children collapse when they go to a place which is a public space? And usually it is after the school they collapses. So imagine your child is like a shaken soda bottle. Every stressful moment during the day shakes the bottle to a little more. 1. Pressure builds. Fluorescent lights, loud hallways, social confusions, sensory overload, transitions, emotional separations, all building pressure inside the nervous system. 2. Cap stays closed. Pressure is building so much, but the child is pretending to be normal. The child is still masking, still performing, still holding everything because they are not yet in a safe space. 3. They get home to their safe space, to their safe person, that is you, and the cap comes off. 4. Restraint collapse. The meltdown, the shutdown, the tears, the rage, the anger, the nervous system that has finally reached the limit of what it can hold, it gets completely out of the threshold. And then many children collapses most with the people they trust the most, because safety allows the nervous system to stop performing. If they do it in the society, if they do it in the school, they will be thrown out. They will not be accepted. They will be scolded. They will be beaten. And then there will be complaints against it. But at home, they know that the parents can accept them, or the parent can accept them. That's not manipulation, by the way. They don't want to do this. That's their way of coping mechanism. That's restraint collapse, a nervous system that has finally reached the limit of what it can hold. Ironically, children collapse most with the people they trust most, because safety allows the nervous system to stop performing. Now, while that is happening, I also want you to go ahead and look at what is going on with you as well when you are trying to help your child, because you are dealing with this on a daily basis. For your child, you are their safety net, and the child is feeling that comfort. But for you, you don't know whom to go, what to do, how to go ahead and deal with it. And I specifically work with the parents here because I help the parents to overcome their burnout, their feeling of guilt, regret, pain, helplessness, traumas that they are going through on a daily basis, so that they can help the child better and also they can help themselves better. So moving forward, Section 3, the hidden nervous system cost of masking. What is the cost of masking on a continuous basis, meeting the social expectations, society expectations, expectations of peers and everybody else? Masking is just not emotionally exhausting, it is neurologically exhausting as well. Because many neurodivergent children stay in survival mode all day long. What happens is, the constant scan that they are doing, their nervous system is constantly asking, am I fitting in with the normal people? Am I acting correctly? Did I say something wrong? Do people think I'm weird? Am I safe socially? And the body budget is like, it has a threshold, right? So the body budget is, some experts call this as a body budget. Every stressor makes a withdrawal. Masking an emotional suppression, sensory overwhelm. So these are all the symptoms that they are doing right now. And transition and unpredictability, social pressure, rejection sensitivity. Eventually the nervous system runs out of capacity. So when the body is continuously fighting all this, masking, sensory overwhelm, social pressure, rejections when people are not accepting them, all of it at the same time, that's when the threshold or the body budget breaks. So when the nervous system runs out of capacity, we see after school meltdown. They come home, they are exhausted, they are melting down completely. Emotional shutdown. They will suddenly stop speaking to you. You will keep asking the questions. They would not repeat, not budge, not give a single response to it, and keep doing that for very, very long hours. Burnout and exhaustion for themselves and also for you, chronic fatigue, loss of skills, emotional numbness over time, and also panic and irritability, where they are heightened anxiety, sensitivity, difficulty regulating emotions. What looks like overreacting is often accumulated overload, not a character flaw, not manipulation, not drama, but masking. The long term danger for an autistic burnout child. What is the long term danger? One of the most painful consequences of chronic masking is autistic burnout, deep nervous system exhaustion caused by prolonged stress and masking. Many children experience early forms of burnout long before adults recognize it. What burnout can look like? I want you to go ahead and make a note of all the symptoms that I have mentioned and check what all is actually happening with your child. Emotional withdrawal and fatigue, increased meltdowns, school refusal. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to go ahead and do education. They don't want to go ahead and study. Anxiety and depression. You tell them something, suddenly they start panicking. You just even ask them to do a homework and they panic. Brain fog and loss of functioning. Even though they are trying to learn, but they are not able to learn. Even if they learn, they are not able to remember for after some time, immediately, maybe after an hour or so. And it gets so difficult for them to manage continuously because they don't know how to go ahead and work upon it. Sensory overwhelm, feeling emotionally disconnected. Tell me in the comment box what is actually true for you according to your situation. And the saddest part, many neurodivergent children slowly begin believing who I naturally am is unacceptable. Sometimes the parents also don't accept the children because of their behavior. The parents are not able to go to public places. They are not able to go and be in the social places. They completely disconnect. They feel very frustrated. They blame the child. The child doesn't know what to do and feel helpless. The parents continuously working upon the child, and the parents feel the child doesn't understand me no matter how much I'm doing for the child, but nothing is working. It's a very, very difficult vicious cycle. So they keep underperforming and the children keep performing, keep suppressing, keep masking until they no longer know who they are underneath the performance. And many neurodivergent adults later say, nobody saw how hard I was trying to survive. While this is also applicable for people who are introvert or people who are shy, people who don't want to go ahead and express, but it is very, very important for autistic people, autistic children.